While I am indeed happy to receive from Mr. Allaby a credit for my little part in the initiation of this great project, I would not want to leave this stand without extending my felicitations and congratulations and thanks to every single individual who with his or her heart and hand and energy has had a part in making this what it is today. It's indeed a privilege, a personal privilege, to participate in this climax of an effort begun years ago. Even before jet aircraft first appeared on the nation's commercial airlines, General Quesada had already convinced me that Washington, District of Columbia, would require a jet airport of its own. Consequently, the Congress was asked, as long ago as January 1957, to appropriate funds to build such a field near Washington. Selection of a site was a knotty problem, but I personally believe was solved to the satisfaction of the greatest number. Acquisition of the land began in January 1958 and construction in September of that year. The new field was named the Dulles International Airport in 1959, shortly after the death of my very close friend John Foster Dulles, because it seemed a fitting way to honor the name of a man who had spent most of his life serving his country in the cause of national security and world peace. Before his service as Secretary of State from 1953 to 1959, John Foster Dulles had long been well known in Washington. He served as a senator from New York, and over his adult years consulted with and aided several presidents of the United States. Later, he became a familiar figure at airports around the world. During his 6 years as Secretary of State, he traveled to 60 countries and flew more than 500,000 miles to meet with heads of states and with their representatives in an effort to find a workable formula for world peace. His untiring efforts in Washington and his extensive use of air travel abroad made it appropriate and logical that the new jet airfield for the nation's capital should, in his memory, bear his name.